My thing is home automation. Not make this portfolio so it could also work with a business that I'm trying to start. And it's all about home automation for the elderly and disabled. So I'm trying to get a connected home going with different sensors and programs and to work easy with the non-technical people. So first I started out gonna make with different sensors, you know, had my board here, got to use a Raspberry Pi, the Arduino, which is under here, and this program called OneShield, which uses your phone as a sensor, and it uses all the accelerometer and camera and all the different sensors. So I was going to put it on this robot car. Now, have it on the robot car, mount it, and then so I can control different sensors around the house. Turn the light on. I was the house with the light there, and I was going to put this board on with my various sensors and relays, and I got the screen, Raspberry Pi screen. Well, I don't know how to program it right or whatever, or maybe it's faulty, but that didn't work. So, tried it on another board, Raspberry Pi board. Same problem. I think it's in the programming, but I'm wasting time with that. So my thing is going to get this little gadget here to communicate. Now I'm trying to get the right communication protocol. So this little thing here is called the ESYS 8266. And this gives you access to the cloud through MQTT and everything like that. So you can communicate with all these equipment. Yeah, so I did that, and I got that all running and stuff. Set up the account, and I'm going to put it on there since the screen wasn't working and stuff. So I hooked everything up through Windows Desktop, remote desktop. Worked great. Didn't need a screen. You know, first I used the Real VNC program, and then I used the Putty program. Yeah, but the Windows Desktop, the remote desktop, seemed to work the best. So maybe you guys could use that. So this stuff is not working, but I'm learning loads of stuff, right? So plan B. So I get out my board, and now I'm going to have that ES 8266 communicate with this nano, so I won't need the big board. And that's going to be the receiving unit, right? That's going to be on the wall switch or whatever I want to control through a PIR sensor, motion detector, wave the hand, abracadabra, you know. And it's going to be powered with its own little power supply, right? It's power. I had stacked the miniature watch batteries. It would be lightweight. Sent off. Oh, I need a project case, right? Yeah, project case. Here's what I get, right? About 10 of them, because I'm going to put these things up and mount it real nice, right? So, of course, that will never work. So back to the drawing board. Let's try outside surveillance. So I get a drone, huh? And I'm going to put my 8266 on here so I could have cloud connection, right? And manage it through my computer, which I have all my programs on, you know. So turns out that I'm not a good drone flyer. And I break my drone, at least the guard, and plus it's been windy, and I lose one of my modules. Okay, plan C. So anyway, so with the drone, so I had communication going. It was working fine for a minute. You know, I was glad I got it back. The dog got it. It went in my neighbor's yard. And, anyway, it was hilarious. So, you know, because I'm going to hook this up to the wall with these sensors, right? And hook it up to the mains and stuff. Well, I ran into a little problem. So here's, I go into the box, right? Junction box here, and I'm hooking up everything. Well, this is an old house. The wiring's not too good. So I just blow the circuits of the house, okay? It arcs up to the pole. This is how my projects go. All right. Plan W. So I use all these different protocols. Now, which protocol am I going to use for connection? Now, I have IR sensor here, Bluetooth LE, and Bluetooth LE. Yeah, you know, there's an app, and it works just like a MQTT, a mosquito program, where you get to you see the advertisement. You got to advertise to the broker. Now it's in my files. All this stuff is, you know, explained in the files, and advertise to the broker and get a response back, and you know, it sees everything, every automated thing. My car, you know, I could connect to my car. I could connect to my camera up there on the house. So now I'm like, okay, I connected to my camera. So my camera now, I hacked into the program, the embedded program in there through my little 8266. That's a wonderful thing. And there's some adjustments now. It's motion tracking, and the lights come on. So when there's movement, this thing is gonna shine the lights on and pan to the movement and follow it. And it has voice, you know, it has a speaker on it, and you can talk to the people and get out of here, or you can put a police recording or gunshot recording or whatever when it's triggered, right? It's a beautiful thing. So great. Okay, and so now I have all this stuff, so I hook it all together. I'm all hooked up together. So now, this is for the invalid, the elderly, bedridden. So I'm like, well, I'll hook it to my bed. So a bed's got to be, because I'm selling this product to people and trying to get funding through the city or different agencies, you know, to help subsidize the cost to the people. So I get this smart number 360 smart bed. It's a beautiful thing. Now this thing, it senses it can tell your heart rate. It can tell if you're snoring or whatever, and your irregular sounds coming from you. It will raise the head of the bed so you'll stop snoring. Well, So that's a good thing. So if somebody has sleep apnea or something, it can sense this. Now it's going to send an alert to your phone, right? Or your computer if you have your phone hooked up to your computer. So it sends an alert there. So now you could respond accordingly. So now you're safe there. And if that's not enough, I put this smart watch on them, Apple Watch. Now this links up to the bed also. And it also links up to my wife's Fitbit, the Fitbit too, and to the health program that's on Apple Health Program. And so it's monitoring everything. So you have this smartwatch, this Apple Watch, and it monitors your heart, EKG, your heartbeat, blood pressure, all kind of good old stuff. So I got them health-wise, So this is all what I did, and put all this together. And then I'm like, okay, all this stuff, all these, I got a box full of sensors and modules, right? That just got too overwhelming and complicated, and it was really not user-friendly for these non-techie people, right? You need something easier, because they're not going to understand when you describe it to them, and all just do this. They see something like this, it's intimidating. And the whole thing got overwhelming. So I'm like, well, let me use stuff that people are familiar with. So I hooked everything up. Let Alexa do it. You got all kind of personal assistants. You got Alexa, you got Siri, you have Hey Google, you have all these things. And my stuff is hooked up with, I like to use the app Smart Home because I have my smart plugs. I have smart plugs. Easy peasy. Just plug them in the wall, plug your appliance into it, and you can control it from an app, right? It monitors the power going through it. So you got cut power, right? I mean, you can see, and you could, and so it says how much power is moving, it's using. So you can monitor that. And so that's easy, and these things are cheap. So I talk to Alexa through the phone. Alexa's hooked up to the bed, right? I can hear everything. So mission accomplished with the least amount of stuff. I started out trying to do the technical thing. I have all the documentation and the paperwork, but it became overwhelming. And I guess I was trying to do too much. So now, because that involves using how many different programming languages? You got Python, C++, you got Raspbian, Linux, Arduino, and did manage to get the Arduino and the Raspberry hooked up. I had a camera on this, but that didn't work out too good. My camera, remember I told you it wasn't working? Oh, I don't have it here. Well, you got to be real careful. There's a little camera on there, and it's just kind of glued on, and it fell off somewhere. I didn't even notice it was done. So that's why that wasn't working the other day. Well, anyway, so, so I got to where, so basically what I got to show was Google, off is off. I mean, Echo, off is off. That's so many assistants that are doing. Echo, off is off. There you go. So it all boiled down to that. But, you can tell Echo to do everything. I got her called Echo because I'm working with Alexa stuff all the time. Look at it. Sorry, I didn't have more to show you, but a light turned it on and off. Oh, you want to see my tracking camera? Hey. You have the tracking on? Of course you're not going to. I guess because it's daytime, I have it fixed because I'm trying to watch our cars. Here's my neighborhood. Yeah, seedy little neighborhood, ain't it? So, anyway, that's me. Now, do we want to go into the other part, the portfolio? Oh, just a minute.
We will go into the portfolio. I have that set up for you.
Okay. Yeah.
And everybody can see
okay.
The portfolio.
How did I do that? Oh, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Do that for me, and I'll explain
right, so you tell me what pages the flip go. You're presenting.
Is that the one? Is that the one?
That's the most recent one you gave me.
Okay. Go to, no, that's not it. It's just Keith Williams. It has my picture on it. I just saved it today.
If you just saved it today, you didn't give it to me, the most recent one.
Yeah. Let me get to it. I can do this.
I'll stop the share.
Here. Can you see now?
No.
You can't see this? No.
You didn't share.
Can you see that?
No, sir.
Okay. Can you see now? Oh, no. Can you see now?
We're looking at your face.
Oh, okay.
No share screen.
Oh, no, you can't see this?
No, what you had on the screen earlier, we don't see.
Okay. I don't know how to do this. Okay, let's go.
Now you're sharing. Hold on. It's starting to happen. You've got low bandwidth on your side. There's your e-portfolio. So go ahead and start narrating.
Oh. Okay, yeah. Hi, I'm Keith, a student from Chabot. Purpose to share one of the many possibilities to make life easier with home automation. Oh, just a minute. Let me get back. And if you can see this picture here, the waters, it's a GIF, a GIF, and the water's shimmering and stuff. That was part of my web page making part. And the purpose of this is e-portfolios to share many possibilities, safer at home, and more entertaining place to live. Okay. Fundamentals. It's 2020, but a lot of our houses are still as dumb as bricks. They're made of dumb as the bricks they're made of. Fortunately, using today's off-the-shelf technology, anybody can build an affordable and powerful home automation system. In my opinion, there are 5 fundamentals for the ideal home automation system, and here they are. Devices should be locally controlled, not just through the cloud, and it explains that. And expensive sometimes is better. It's not all the time, but you get what you pay for. And I got that for it because I got customers, right? There is always a cheaper way. But devices should be easily removable. Home automation system should be reasonably easy to remove and don't require significant structural electrical changes because home technology evolves quickly. And the last thing you want to have an unsellable house full of poorly aging electronics. And your system should be flexible. And it should be transferable to the next homeowner. Okay. Now, my hypothesis, I'm calling my little project the Home Buddy. I'll attempt to build a self-patrolling remote control obstacle avoiding robot with various activation sensors and communication abilities. And that's going to happen. I have it all programmed to do it. If successful, will be easily operable by the mobility and technology challenged consumer. And I'll name it the Home Buddy. Now, here's a list of materials. I use microprocessors and controllers, which include the Raspberry Pi, Arduino Uno, and the Node MCU 8266. And there's a movie there, and there's a little video there that explains all those to you. I also use sensor modules. At this time, all I was using was the relay, the PIR motion sensor. And by 3.5-inch resistive touch display, which is a piece of crap, I think, right? I'm going to send that back in the standalone, because another thing about using one of these, it takes up a lot of your GPIO ports, and so that's not going to do. Then I have my robot car. I built this thing, and it's capable with Bluetooth, infrared, obstacle avoidance, the ultrasonic sensors, the line followers, the what is that? H2 something, motor control, and all that stuff. Then this one shield. It's a beautiful thing. And, but it don't balance on the car, iPhone too good, right? You got to attach it to there. Use it as a camera. It can be a camera. You can also have it as a screen, and they could see you talking. Kind of like that robot Shelton did if you watch that movie. Then my Snaptang drone. The sleep number bed. And it explains all that. I just got that. I don't know everything it does, but it wakes you up. So it can wake the person up, and it wakes you up gently. It'll buzz you and buzz you a little more till it wakes you up so it doesn't startle you. Here's my diagram. There are a couple of those in there. And this first one here, this top one, is to show you just how, is showing you how the cloud system works, right? Which is everything's going to the cloud nowadays. It's not going to matter how good a computer you have. It's all in the cloud. It's going to be fast. And so, it goes on. And you have to advertise, to the broker, hey, I'm over here, I'm listening. And he says what you want. and give me this. He checks your credentials, and you're the client, and send that to you. And until you give it a hey you. And so now it's not open for everybody to see, and it's not consuming a lot of battery power. And this shows you how it happens, the payload and the packet identifier, the topic name. These are all the different information that you have to send out before it starts communicating. And so then it communicates your sensors and tells you, just what's going on. Hey, I have hey, heat sensor, I see you're running a little hot. Is there a fire? Right? And then they'll contact you on your phone and say, hey, we have a heat alert here, or fall. Now, the Apple Watch also has fall detection, which is also good for my elderly people. All right, so data. Now, I hooked up with AWS, Amazon Web Services. I'm going to rub my cloud off of that. And it does so much stuff, but good Lord, it takes 2 years of a college class to learn this stuff. Right? And I'm like, the learning curve on that was just horrible. So I'm like, okay, I got the subscription for a year now anyway. But I put a link here so you can understand what it does. And it's something that we all will need to know if we're in this business. This is the heart of IoT, AWS. And you got the MQTT, the queuing telemetry transport. And it runs over TCP/IP, and it's real easy to install. I think I had to use it when we were installing the Apache server on our Raspberries. Right. So, and it's really, and there's a different programs for it, Node-RED and different things like that. And the main focus of my research was the cloud, because I need to know that everything's the cloud and the edge and the fog. So the cloud comes first. The cloud comes first. It's way out there all over the world. Then you got the fog, and it's in another vicinity. And the edge is very important, because that's what our sensors in our factories and stuff. That's what our sensors connect to directly. And with the rollout of 5G, which is coming middle of next month, that's what 5G is for, to connect to our machines. Because we don't need it. Our videos don't go that fast, but we need high speed when connect to our machines. So if there's a fault on the assembly line, it has to be stopped right away, right? And so it's great for that, and the 5G is going to do that. And so anyway, because I use all these different protocols, MQTT for communication, Wi-Fi, let's see how that works for communicating with these sensors. Infrared, you can communicate with sensors in the infrared. Bluetooth, that's the Bluetooth LE or the regular Bluetooth. And RF energy. Now that's what your remote control, your TV remote uses infrared and RF. So that, if you want to use something handy around the house, you have it already. Anyway, next. Analysis and conclusion. I've spent these last few weeks studying the many possibilities of home automation, only to find my ideas were more advanced than my knowledge. Along the way, I realized the true purpose of this portfolio, and what I deemed as failures turned out to be a great learning experience, which is what this assignment is really about, right? My idea was to design a self-learning object recognition robot that would control various sensors through different communication protocols and programming languages, using different microprocessors and microcontrollers, i.e. Raspberry Pi, Arduino Uno, Node MCU 8266, Wi-Fi module, Bluetooth, GSM, RF, Alexa, and infrared. So I'm also using cloud services, MQTT, AWS, IFTT, if this, then that. Great program that you can tailor to do just whatever you want it to do with your sensors. And smart home, the smart home app, easy, user-friendly. My project was mostly aimed at the cloud, fog, and edge communication with various sensors that will be used with the IIoT, Industrial Internet of Things, which is that's the name of this class, right? My final conclusion, I started out trying to build an automation system from scratch, which I quickly found out was no easy task. Too many different applications and communication protocols, hardware and parts unavailability, parts not coming like they used to with this coronavirus. Unexpected malfunctions, non-user friendly, and just basically finding simpler ways to accomplish the same task and cheaper. So I went with the equipment that was already on the market and familiar to many. And that's about it for me. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. Applications. Now, there's various different applications that you can use for your smart home. You got Facebook. Forgot what this other design was. Got Alexa and ATT and Raspbian. All these different programs and applications to accomplish my goals. And works cited, I don't think I got any works cited. Here's a cool. Yeah. From Professor Rubik's and different things, and the Node MCU Act, and the Instructables site. Hackster IO is a great site for us, and there's a lot of different projects and everything. So that's it.